Beyond Meat is a Los Angeles-based producer of plant-based meat substitutes founded in 2009 by Ethan Brown, and company's initial products were launched in the United States in 2012. Company has products designed to emulate beef meatballs, ground meat, and pork sausages. So the company specializes in also growing a cultured meat. Cultured meat is grown from cells in a bioreactor, nourished by plant-based ingredients. Animals don't need to be killed to harvest the cells, and the resulting product has the same nutritional content as traditional meat. So today we are talking about advantages and also disadvantages of investing in Beyond Meat regarding fundamental and also technical analysis. So let's begin. So let's start from advantages of Beyond Meat. The whole branch of plant-based meat market is interesting and may be forecasted to reach 35 billion by 2027. Beyond Meat has partnership with a lot of fast food chains as well as grocery stores that may help Beyond Meat to reach its target with expanding to such extent and grab the most percentage of this 35 billion bucks market. So I see many of these partnerships to be helpful to Beyond Meat to survive on the market and also prosper, but those are rather the brands that help the company as to be marketing strategists rather than sales strategists. So fast food chains like McDonald's will continue to have consumers all over the world, and Beyond Meat having its products on their menus will help boost its brand awareness, which is critical for the company. Fortunately for shareholders, the company is quickly expanding internationally. In fact, international sale has contributed to most of the revenue growth during Q2. We have also an indicator that measures how the numbers of items sold as well as the weighted number of stores selling those items progresses. And year over year, it increased 55%. Fortunately for shareholders, the company is quickly expanding internationally. In fact, international sales contributed to most of the revenue growth during Q2. We have also an indicator that measures how both the number of items sold as well as the weighted number of stores selling those items progresses. And right now, it increased 55% year over year. So recently, products of the company were available at approximately 122,000 retail and food service outlets in more than 80 countries worldwide, across mainstream groceries, mass merchandisers, and convenience stores. In terms of household penetration, it increased 80 basis points sequentially to 6.2%. Buy rate increased 12%. Purchase frequency was up 9%, and the repeat rate of 51% makes the brand awareness increased to the highest level of 26%. In terms of threats to Beyond Meat's development, we may count as first competition, not only from other companies but also from other types of meat. According to Bloomberg, conventional meat will still be the first option for consumers in 2040 with 40% global market share, and vegan meat will not be the second as it's now and will drop even to the other positions. As Beyond Meat is emphasizing the meaning of lab-grown meat in sales, the process in order to prepare it is more expensive right now than meat from slaughtered livestock. Beyond Meat's products sell for roughly double the price of conventional meat products, and it's something that happened also to electric cars, where price was a high impediment to growth. So the price parity between processed and slaughtered livestock meat and also lab-grown meat is very important. However, recent article made by This Plant-Based News has summarized that plant-based burger price parity could be achieved even by 2023 and then cell-cultured burgers by 2030. Right now, price and taste for Beyond Meat may be huge barriers in order to expand in among lots of countries. A lack of desire to move away from conventional meat is the biggest one problem, and some may believe that is why cultured meat is still likely to succeed. Let's now just broach a topic of valuation of a company. The newly released 2021 Q2 earnings has missed earnings per share estimates but beat on revenue. The market has disappointed with Beyond Meat's performance, a company trading at 19 times of sales and which made Beyond Meat priced for high performance. The market right now is definitely not impressed with the conference calls, especially the lower than expected guidance. So despite macro challenges in 2020 and 2021, Beyond Meat has shown it can still deliver growth and reported nearly $150 million revenue this quarter. In 2018 Q2, this number was just at $17 million. On the bearish side, however, Beyond Meat is struggling to make $600 million in sales with a $7.5 billion valuation. It trades right now at 13.76 times forward sales and growth is already slowing down. The company is also expensive if you compare it to its peers. Beyond Meat has earned a premium name thanks to its marketing strategies, but these marketing strategies may not be enough to sustain this valuation. Kellogg and Conagra are the biggest competitors to Beyond Meat right now, and nonetheless their market caps are just 2 times and 3 times bigger than Beyond Meat's. However, as we could find, the difference in sales is quite significant, respectively 20x and 25x. So Beyond Meat, in order to conclude, might be considered by some as a Tesla of processed food. Right now, you have to be in a very good mood, and sentiment around the company might be very good as well in order to justify this $7 billion high valuation. And if you just consider that company is missing guidance quarter over quarter and expenses are still high and also revenue growth has slowed down, another drop may happen. The one only reason that may make this current market value to sustain is just a growth of about 20% plus year over year for the next few years. At least for this year, the company guided an increase of 27% to 47% year over year, and that might be something as optimistic to say and consider that Beyond Meat may not be as overvalued as it is, but the hard data might finally justify that. And right now, if you'd like to take a viewpoint on next 10 years, that might be a very long time, and we don't really know what will happen over there. Beyond Meat will have to keep executing its plans with new products and more channels. Right now, competition is always something that we need to watch for. So there are some companies also that are trying to compete and just joining the market of plant-based meat section. So we need to keep track of Beyond Meat's market position and also gross margins, especially after its difficult rollout in China. So you've just got a viewpoint of where Beyond Meat might be heading in the future regarding its fundamental analysis in a nutshell that I just have introduced you. Let's right now look at the chart and find possible good entrance in order to make a long-term investment, if any. So as of right now, we are moving in consolidation, forming this lower lows and lower highs that is getting more and more bearish formation, especially with this fake out during 2021 May that made this demand zone even weaker. We can also find that corrections after these spikes has reached a relatively 42% and also 35%. So the corrections are getting bigger and bigger. So that means this bearish sentiment is increasing among the chart. So as we can find, and as we have just heard during this fundamental analysis, the Beyond Meat has some bearish outlook, and just a long-term possibilities may rescue this stock from further collapse. Right now, this high valuation of a stock among competitors is sustainable just thanks to the positive sentiment of investors to Beyond Meat, but not real fundamentals. So with this sentiment to worsen, we may see another drop lower. So with this technicals of diminishing RSI, we can expect this one to get even to this some bearish area of again 37 points. But before this, MACD shows us a possibility to rebound. So we may get a bounce and afterwards reverse with a target of breaking even once again this demand zone and moving slightly lower. The very important support for Beyond Meat after breaking this area is after this $100, the area of $74 that also might be touched in the future.